Why do I have shorter hair and a beard all of a sudden? Well, that's because I don't want to post all the videos at once, otherwise I'm going to run out of things to post, so I'm posting them in increments. Also, I went on a month-long biking trip that I do hope to post when I start editing those videos. The ducks are making noise. So yeah, that's pretty much the reason why I'm posting this video now versus more pond videos, because I want to show you my aquaponic system instead of just keep going on with the pond. But I'll still be posting the pond videos. But pretty much that's why that's why I have shorter hair and a beard, is because I traveled. I don't want to post all the videos in a month. It takes time to edit as well. And that's pretty much that. In this video, I'm just going to update you on my aquaponic system and show you what I have done so far. I still have a few things to do, which is mostly with the filters and some plumbing for the pump. But other than that, oh, and some more lava rock. Other than that, it is almost completely done. And then I can just focus on raising fish and growing plants. So I'll show you what I have right now. Here's the entrance I have going into the greenhouse. You can see the curtain I had, if you've seen a previous video, is no more in commission or whatever. It doesn't work anymore because of the zipper that I had there was not meant for long term, so I'll have to figure out how I need to deal with that. And then I have my door here, so I did upgrade it. I still need to adjust it. I need to put some foam or something here because I have these magnets that make it nice to close. Do need to put a handle on the inside, but other than that, that's the door I have. And then we go in here. I have 3 of these nice grow beds. These are very handy. It would be nice if I had more of them, and maybe I can put it outside the greenhouse for when it's the summer. And then I got these as floating rafts, and this one as a media grow bed. So I have a lot of hydroton in here, and then also lava rock. So I've been looking on Craigslist to get more hydroton, but I think I will just get a bunch of lava rock, put it at the bottom, and then put the hydroton on top, because I don't want to really wait any longer. I want to get it up and running. And then over here I have 3 different grow beds. These are also media. These will be flooding or have a bell siphon in it. This one has one. That one I'm not sure. I'll have to see. It might just be a constant height one, like the watercress. The watercress is kind of not looking so swell because it overgrew and I didn't maintain it. I mean, if you look down here, it's quite nice, but I was gone for a bit and it kind of completely overgrew. It even went into here and it was it's growing back. There was a roots just going down through the pipe, because when I was gone, kind of the aquaponic system went out of commission. The pump tipped over, so it was very little water, so the plants were trying to go where they could. Then I got lemongrass. This is also going to be a bell siphon. Right now it's not, since I want this taro to do good. This taro is actually going to be moved over there. Over here I'll have like bigger stuff if I wanted to. And then I got my filters on this side and filters on that side, so I still need to cover it. I wish if I would have done this before or thought of it, I would have spray painted everything before I put it in here, which would make it what do you say, the algae in the sun, or more protected from the sun. I did put this up, which is a shade cloth, which does very well in this area. It's like I think 90% shade cloth, but I still need to cover like this area, so I'll either wait and see if I get more of this bubble kind of wrap thing, and then cover them, or spray paint them when it's not as moist in here. But I have these 3 filters, so I need to get pipes to complete these radial flow filters. If I can open this, 1 sec, and put a standpipe in there so that it can catch everything. So this is a radial flow filter. I need to get the media for this one, which is a moving bed biofilter. That is also a radial flow filter, or a radial swirl filter. And then everything is flowing, so all the water goes from my pump into here. This actually needs to be redone. I'm gonna put a pipe going along the side over there. It's just how I have it now. So, and then it goes into here, and from here it overflows into this tank, and then into there, and then down into here. I also have the option to open this up and go into here, which is completely filled with algae. I haven't drained it yet. or I'm gonna put a pipe going from here into there if I needed to just bypass everything and go into there. So that is one option. I have the drain at the bottom, which isn't leaking, which is nice. I just didn't, when I first set it up, it was leaking because I didn't close this giant valve enough. I also have this nice window here. It's got algae on it because there's no really fish in there, and there's some snails, but the snails actually went in here, which are doing a good job. And then I have over here the other 2 tanks with my big bluegill. You can see right there. So you can see how it is. That it's getting there. It would be nice if I have more plants growing, but you can see how it is. To be honest, so far I have only been failing. I haven't been able to grow much plants besides maybe a bunch of what do you call it? Well, a bunch of watercress for sure, and then also, yeah, a bunch of basil. I had a ton of basil there that I was able to harvest, which is nice. We still have basil from that, or pesto that we made. And I've been struggling with fish too. I got a bunch of fish, as you saw in a couple videos back, but for some reason that same thing I got before came again and they started to die. It's funny though, the main fish I had, or the bluegill I had that survived the first attack, are good. But pretty much all those 100 catfish I got died. All the bass, almost all these small bluegill. So right now I'm probably just gonna get some goldfish so I can cycle it and see how it goes. But I'm not sure what that is. It's some kind of, I believe, fungus. I thought it was ick at first, but I think it's some kind of fungus that is present in my system. So I did add a bunch of Epsom salt to hopefully get rid of that. So we'll see how that goes. Other than that, so far I haven't really had much success. I'm still trying. I mean, it's a learning process. You only can learn so much and gain so much from watching others do it on YouTube and from reading. Just error and trial basically from this point on. So after I get it all set up, getting those pipes, the hydroton, and finishing this, then I can pretty much focus on growing plants, getting the right amount of fish in there, and focusing on all of that. But as you can see, that is pretty much the aquaponic system I have, how it is for now. As I said, I might add a grow bed or something outside of the greenhouse for the summer, or try an A-frame with some pipes or something, that kind of technique. But so far, my aquaponic system is looking pretty cool. Just be nice if I had a little more success. Oh yeah, I also still have my crayfish underneath here. Good, and I got my sump down there. But other than that, that is pretty much the update on how my aquaponic system is right now. So just to show some more videos of the system itself, so I got this tank down here, which is going from this bed. So I have this over here, and what sucks is that bulkhead fitting down there. It's supposed to be 2-inch, but for some reason it's dumb and doesn't even fit a 2-inch pipe in it. So I have to figure that out. I get same with some of the ones that I have on these things, or not on those, on the ones over there. So I have to kind of shave this down, and then they're all pretty much connected in a way. I have drains on them. The nice thing about these tanks is they all have bottom drains, so maybe eventually I'll set it up so that I can just open it up and drain them if I needed, but I'm going to set some kind of drain that bleeds out so I can just drain things simply. And then those are also connected on that side. So I got 4 filters over there, 3 over here, and then I have 4 grow beds with media in it, and then 2 that have floating rafts. And this one, when I do get it connected, or I mean when I do get it up and running, I'll probably have half of it with a raft on it so I can grow things and then have fish in there. I do have some leaks that I still have to deal with, like right here there is a small one. Luckily nothing else is leaking here, but you can see the water down there. I do have an issue with humidity, so that's why I have a dehumidifier in here. And because it gets, in order to keep it warm during the winter, you close everything off, but then the heat from the water, I mean, you know how it goes, condenses onto the plastic and everything. I've got my pump over here. Also have a leak over there. I mean, those are all simple things to fix, just things I haven't got to yet. And then I also have my air pump. I do have a bigger one that I plan to hook up so everything is running on one air pump, but we'll see how that goes because the one I have is pretty big, hopefully not too loud. It's a regenerative air blower, and since I live with neighbors' houses on both sides, or on all three sides, I don't want it to be too loud. And the fish food I feed the fish at the moment is some organic fish food, which I got from the aquaponic source. I can make a video on that if someone's interested. That, and then I also have it ground up to feed the smaller fish. But things are, so far in the setup, everything is pretty good. Just I have to really focus on after I set things up on the fish and the plants. It might be hard to see on the camera, but you can kind of make out the white roots in the hydroton. So that is because while I was traveling with my brother, you'll see those videos as well. The aquaponic system or the pump kind of tipped over, since I need to show that kind of thing as well. Water gets underneath here and pushes things up and tipped this over. So the plants didn't have any water, so the roots went everywhere. Same as with the watercress. You can kind of see over here. This is good. Let me get over here. Here you can see all the roots just growing on the surface. So they completely just try to get as much water as they can wherever they could. There's a lot of water, moisture in the air, so that's what they did. Here's the outside of the greenhouse. You can see I took the shade cloth down since it was colder and I needed more sun entering into the system to keep it warm, and as well for the plants. You can also see the water streaks, holding a bunch of watercress. The water streaks on the plastic, that is just to show all the moisture that builds up inside the greenhouse. So I still have a lot to learn about greenhouses in general and aquaponics. So hopefully through my videos you can learn something. And here's some of the watercress I just cut off that I'll either blend up and put in smoothies, juice, or something, since I have a lot of it. Well, there you have it. That was just an update on the aquaponic system. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. And remember to give a thumbs up and subscribe. Thank you for watching.